time. It is Chit Chat Chop.
Welcome aboard, everybody.
It is very echoey in here, you're right.
Very
Echoey.
It's fun.
Episode 71. The calm before the storm. It's so quiet.
It's so quiet.
It's so quiet. Marco!
Polo.
We've been having a lot of fun this week. We are soft opening Monday.
No pressure.
No pressure. Patty's been in the kitchen.
It's been great.
We've had some fun.
We're sharing a table.
Oh, I know. Andrew and Patty in the kitchen with all the rest of the crew. But no, it's the calm before the storm. Next week is our season 3. Season 3, Adam. Our season 3 opener. Yay! No, it's going to be awesome. And I'm a little behind because I've been in the kitchen. So former guests, you're all going to get an email like tomorrow morning in your inbox. So we're here. We decided it was going to be the two of us.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Calm before the storm. We've kind of been a bit of a storm in the kitchen, so we've all been staying here, but it's been great. And what you're going to get a window into tonight is sort of our testing process, because we don't want to just do a first draft everything for you guys. This is like we're on 5th draft of some stuff.
What are we on for this draft?
This is mac and cheese today, Patty.
Poor Andrew. Andrew has suffered through our mac and cheese testing. We've changed a few recipes. We've modified. We've gone back, and I think we decided today. I think the consensus was there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're going to do a live taste test later to see which one Patty is into.
Yes.
Yes. So we'll see, and we're going to make the one that I think she's going to be into, but I won't tell her which one it is.
Okay.
In the whole
awesome.
thing. So
I'm cool.
Yeah, quick mac and cheese sauce. I've definitely made a few mac and cheeses in my day.
Definitely you have.
Yeah, but there's some real broad strokes that I think people can apply to their recipe at home that we're going to show them here today. So why don't I'll start that
Get
off.
Get started. What are you going to do there, mister?
So first thing, I got a 1/4 cup of butter. Wait, that's a half cup. Half cup of butter.
Is your roux ratio going to be okay?
It is, because I think I did. You know what? I did the math beforehand, but then I didn't plug the induction burner in.
I plugged it in.
Yeah, and then I unplugged it because I put it...
get under the table.
Pardon me, I'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Yes. Right back. So we've had a little controversy about our mac and cheese, because we had a mac and cheese that was around for a long time. Adam can attest to this. Yeah. And then we made a recipe change, I'm going to say 3 or 4 months ago, which we all loved, but I think there's a lot of kids that eat our mac and cheese, and I think we went a little far outside the box for them. And so we're kind of bringing it back within the box of Kitchen Door Kids Classic mac and cheese.
Within the box of KD. A little insider joke there.
Oh my gosh,
for the
this
mac
is going
and
to be
cheese
painful.
people.
Okay, question.
So before you start, Charlotte's here, and she says, what's the best cheese combo? You're going to get into this.
Oh, we're going to get into this.
We tried so many. So many.
The best cheese combo is, in my opinion, right now, at the moment, for the specific mac and cheese we are aiming for, which is the all-rounder, super-duper, crowd-pleaser mac and cheese. You've got your aged cheddar right here.
Aged cheddar.
You've got your
cheddar.
Parmesan cheese right here.
Lovely.
And then Patty Howard's secret weapon, and now mine.
Which was very controversial.
This was.
Controversial.
And then I ate crow the other day I made it, and I was like, this is really good. So cream cheese is going in the base, and the idea behind this, and if you're raiding your fridge for extra cheese, you want to have a wet cheese.
Yes.
So like cream cheese or
Something
fancy
soft.
mascarpone.
You've got
something like that.
good old brie ends that are just on their edge. They would work
Totally.
really well too. Just cut the rind off.
Yep. You got some stanky blue that's a little runny. Use that.
Not kid friendly, but
Not
totally
kid-friendly.
awesome.
But then your melty cheese and sort of like your medium textured cheese, the cheddar, and then you got the hard cheese, the Parmesan, sort of that base note, deep cheese flavor.
And that saltiness too, right?
And
it's
that
gonna give
saltiness.
that nice. Yes. Excitement.
Exactly.
All right, what do we got going on? Oh, we're melting the butter.
Melting the butter right now, and I've also got an onion chopped up nice and fine here, so that's going in right in the base.
Lovely.
I want to chop it up super fine because it's flavor, but you don't want people being
You don't want people like, oh, there's onion in my mac and cheese.
like
right?
me at age 7. Yeah, exactly.
Especially.
Yeah.
I could only visualize that. You age 7.
Yeah, no glasses. Extra precocious.
Extra precocious.
Extra precocious.
Oh, I love it.
Now with more precocious.
Yeah, so today we did, well, we're going to test them now.
Yeah.
We've used a variety of cheeses, and I really like an aged cheddar. I think that's better than like your standard old mild or medium kind of cheddar.
Totally.
And
you want to get that because it's being diluted a little bit.
Yeah.
You want that flavor to carry on and sort of make itself known within the mac and cheese for sure.
And if you're like a little adventurous, like some smoked Gouda
Yep.
or smoked cheese would be lovely in this as well.
Yeah, and also you can sort of do a Swiss Alps version, go put a little Emmental, a little Gruyere in there.
Yeah.
So good. So good. So there's lots. I just think you got to have more than one cheese in a mac and cheese. If you're taking anything away from this, more than one cheese.
Gourmet, 3 to 5.
Yeah,
So this is base sauce. This is mother sauce.
exactly. So
This is, you can use this for anything, but if you can master this sauce, you're gonna nail mac and cheese.
and really, what you need to master the sauce is just stirring the pot really well and making sure that nothing sticks to the bottom. So we've got our onions, which have been working here. I'm going to put
They
in my
smell delicious, by the way.
onions and butter. I was saying to Jordan today in the kitchen, it is just the best smell.
It is.
It's so triggering for me. It's like I can't
Well-
come home from school, my mom's like making dinner or something. Started with onions and butter.
It is. Although you were roasting those marrow bones in there, and they were smelling
Oh, they were good too.
delicious too.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, what's in the oven?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, they smelled awesome.
Yeah, we make our own beef stock and it's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's
delicious.
delicious. So
All right.
I'm going to season this right now because I'm going to add the
Awesome.
flour, add the milk and everything. So 2 tablespoons of salt right here.
Oh, we're
Seems
here.
like a lot right off the bat, but that's what you need for, we're going to be about 2.5 liters of
Yeah,
liquid
you got to
here, so-
layer the flavor, and you got to get the seasoning
You gotta
in
season it
early,
all.
right?
Yeah, and also ground pepper.
Ground pepper.
That's going right in. So a tablespoon of that just goes like a little bit peppery. You can ease off on it if you want.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
No, why would you do that?
Well, you know, if somebody sneezes really easy, like I probably will, with pepper hands, I got to be careful.
Looks good in there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what we're looking at, and
Woo!
what you're looking for at home, is the butter starts to brown slightly because we do want that slightly nutty butter.
And you
which,
start to see all those bubbles on the top, right?
Yeah. So all the water is coming
Coming
out of the butter.
butter.
It's evaporating, which means that our onions are getting cooked and everything's getting to the stage we want. So.
Smells good, doesn't it, Adam? Yeah, yeah.
Louisa was just we're cross-posting to Kitchen Door and Carrot Town, testing stuff.
Oh, I love
So
it.
Louisa was actually commenting there, and no one was commenting back, so her feelings were hurt, so say sorry.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Louisa.
Louisa.
I didn't even know that was happening because I'm just so out of the tech side of this.
Adam's got so many little tricks in his trick box, you don't know which trick he's
It's like
using.
mac and cheese for the win.
Yeah,
Totally for the win.
totally for the win.
Totally for the win.
Also for the win, we have 227 grams of flour here, which is, if
227
you'd weighed the
grams.
butter, that's the same amount of flour as
Look at
butter.
you being so exact.
You gotta be a little bit exact.
do.
If you want to scale the recipe up by 10 times, if you're out by like a little bit,
It
really
makes a big
messes it
difference.
up.
It does.
Yeah, so I'm straight
Are
up
we
dumping
front
the
or
flour.
side?
Yeah, where we're looking.
We're still side. Okay.
Yeah, so we're dumping the flour right in here with the butter. And the key at this point is to stir, stir, stir because
You want to
don't-
cook out the flour.
Exactly.
You ever had like a thick sauce or bechamel or any kind of cream sauce that's like kind of gluey?
Yeah.
Or like a chowder that's kind of
Yes.
gluey? It's because they didn't cook the flour out. You got to
Totally.
cook out the flour. And you know, in Southern cooking or Louisiana cooking, they get really, really dark.
Yes.
I was in LA last week and I was making gumbo, which I'm not a big, I didn't really know how to make gumbo. But I was with somebody from Louisiana and they were teaching me, and they take that roux, it's
Dark,
almost
like almost
black.
black,
I
yeah.
was like shocked.
Yeah. And like from a kitchen perspective, just the patience and control you have to
You
like
literally stand over the
watch-
pot.
It's like taking a paint chip of like black and you got to be 2 notches above it.
Yeah,
And
because it
it's
can go to burn
so
very
quick.
quickly. Yeah.
So quick. And now the flour and the butter have all combined like
Yep.
this. So that means we can pour our milk and everything in here and the flour will perfectly distribute. We're going to have a nice sauce
Nice
with no
cream
lumps.
sauce with no lumps.
But no lumps.
And what are we using for liquid?
So for liquid, we've got...
Because I noticed that isn't milk. That's my favorite.
Yeah, so we're starting
I
with
put that
the-
in my coffee
Yeah,
every day.
right? This is delicious. It's the whipping cream. So we've got 500 mils going in right here. I like to add that first because it's got the highest fat
Yep.
content, so that'll bond in with all the butter
So
and the
whipping
flour
cream
we got
is
going on.
35% cream, heavy cream.
Yeah.
In our country anyway. You can go to some places they have 50% cream.
Oh, I
I'd
lived
like
in
to
the UK for a
live-
while.
I'd like
and
to live there.
Double cream. You go to pour it out of the jug, and it's like clotted at the top.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh.
Alain's here.
Alain!
Hello, Alain.
Our favorite, Alain.
All right,
We're
so
making mac and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Whoop,
So
whoop.
now we got 2 liters of 2% milk. You can use whole milk by all means. This is just
Use whatever milk's in your fridge.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
2 liters going right in here. And the key is I'm just going to keep on stirring it.
I'll stir. I can
Oh,
stir.
perfect. Patty's
I'm
going
a
to
good
keep on
stirrer.
stirring it. And then we'll nicely stack our containers over here. So
Yes,
it's
sir.
not too messy.
Now,
if
see,
this-
I would have had a whisk here. I'm just going to be frank. Did you forget the whisk, or you just
I'll
don't
be
do the
Patty
whisk?
if you're Frank. Is that how that works?
Because yeah, I would totally whisk it, but that's all right. I'll hand the spoon over.
If you want to talk to our guests for 30 seconds.
Okay, go get a whisk.
Time me, people.
Okay, 30 seconds. Yeah. Totally needed a whisk. What was he thinking? Anyway, I'm super excited because this mac and cheese has caused a lot of controversy. I should tell the story. So my son needed ski boots. Oh, here he comes. Oh, you were fast. You were way more than 30 seconds. But my son needed ski boots.
Took a long way around.
So I went on Kijiji, of course, as I do, because I don't like to buy anything new. And I found this person that was selling these ski boots that was the perfect size for my son. So my husband, Ted, my son, James, went over to try these on. And they were perfect. They were the perfect ski boots for my child. And the woman said, oh, I noticed that your wife's email address was Kitchen Door, and I love Kitchen Door, and we're there all the time, but I gotta say, they changed the mac and cheese recipe, and my son won't eat the new mac and cheese. And I was like, what? Anyway, she gave us $50 off the ski boots if we would change the recipe back. So here you go. The recipe is going back.
So in short, bribery does work.
Bribery does work. I take free ski boots, and I will change things. Anyway, that's the impact that the mac and cheese had. But I am very confident. I'm very confident that we have.
I think we honed in on something
We've
good
honed
here.
in on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But
So you
see,
were
look.
in LA last week. Is there one thing you could share that was shocking or culturally shocking or something really different that you saw that you want to share?
Here, we'll switch. LA was awesome. For those that don't know, I'm in a coaching group. I'm actually one of the member coaches, so I get to travel around 3 times a year, and we go to, they're actually all coming here in September. We might have to do a chit-chat-cha, but there's about 14 to 16 of us that are members. I'm the only Canadian, although I hear there's somebody from Vancouver that's going to join, potentially. And so we get together and we go around and we meet at members' spots, and we kind of like digest and talk about and give them help and give them feedback, and it's brutally honest. And we were in LA, in Hollywood, and our member there is Gina, and she's lovely. She's amazing. But we kind of went in and really helped her hone in on some things and kind of like simplify a little bit. She had a bunch of new crew that were super awesome, and we were excited to help out. But yeah, no, I enjoyed LA. I got to go to Jones on 3rd, which was this place I've been dying to go to for like 5 years. It was cold. I mean, coming from the Canadian that traveled there, and they're all like bundled up in parkas, but it actually was. It was like high 40s. It was. It snowed that I feel like I brought that. And here's the other thing. So they've had so much rain, which shocked me. And of course, we drove through Beverly Hills. We drove up, once a week, a house falls off the hill. What? Like, who lives in those? No, the guy was
You're
saying,
making that up.
No. What? Mudslides. They fall right off the hill. These $1 million homes. I was floored. Bless you.
Patty, you know.
No, I didn't make this up.
We're on top of the hill right now.
This is not a Trump. No, yeah,
You
different
playing
kind
for
of
that?
hill. Different kind of
Okay.
hill. These houses are like cantilevered over the edges. They're very cool, but it's even you look at them, you go, I don't know if I could be in that house. Anyway.
Yeah. How is that?
Hi, we're here.
Oh, hi.
How's our sauce,
It's good.
Andrew?
It's
it has no lumps, but because we got a whisk.
Because we got a whisk. This is why we're a
We
great
could
team,
do a
Patty.
wrap.
Absolutely. So it's starting to slightly thick, and we have no lumps, like Patty said. So now we're going to talk about what we're adding in here besides the cheese. So maybe if you have
Wine?
a second. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wine would be great in a bechamel. That's sort of the adult version.
It is the adult version, but we're doing the kid version.
We're doing the kid version. And maybe someday we'll have an adult version and put some vegetables in it. We'll see. That's probably.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, next level mac and
Roasted
cheese right there.
Brussels sprouts.
Roasted Brussels sprouts.
Look at
so good.
Adam's like,
Man, broiled with cheese on top, you are not going to argue with a Brussels sprout.
you don't love Brussels sprouts? Have you had our roasted Brussels sprouts with cream and bacon? They're so going to make it to his table.
We're going to make Adam eat vegetables.
Yeah, it's a good time. Okay, so we have this. It's not quite, it's thickening though. You can see that,
Yeah.
the viscosity. I feel like we need a camera in here.
Yeah, we need like an overhead
Come
crane.
on.
We need a crane shot. Where's your drone at?
Another one's updated. Right now.
Okay. Look at you. Look at the camera action. So it's thickened up. You can see that. It's still going to come up a little bit, but no, it's great. It's thickening up.
Totally.
Look at this.
So look at this. I'm going to put a few drops of hot sauce in here. Now it's not to make it spicy.
And don't go crazy,
Don't
people.
go crazy. This is a teaspoon I put in here. And I just want to put that in. If anything, it enhances the flavor of pepper that I put in here without having to put a ton of pepper in. So it's not going to be super flaked with pepper.
And it also gives a little acidic base too,
Definitely.
right? Which is really required when you have all that creaminess and all that richness. You need something that's going to cut that down a little bit. So
Totally. And also this is where Worcestershire sauce comes into play.
say that
This
again
is
5 times fast.
Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce,
Wow,
Worcestershire sauce.
you're talented. I couldn't
Peter
do it
Piper
once.
picked a peck of peppers, people.
Question.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck wood?
Joanne says,
Hi, Joanne.
Alain's on one end of the couch, and I'm on the other end. We're both watching you on our own devices. This is marriage, Andrew.
This is family time in Pictou County.
Nice. I sent Al a message yesterday because I saw Spike Lee on the Academy Awards, and they both have beautiful, thick frame glasses.
Yes,
And-
Alain has great glasses.
Yeah. So Al, I thought of you when watching the Oscars.
Spike Lee
Spike
and Alain
Lee,
Bossé.
he's the Acadian Spike Lee. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, our sauce thickened.
Oh,
we
we're
were talking
getting
about
there.
Al.
We are, and we're not burning.
Nope.
Oh, it's very
so
thick.
I'm gonna put about
Lovely.
2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce in here, and that's it's a cheese enhancer. So it's in a lot
It's
of
a cheese enhancer.
enhancer.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here
people.
first. You can put mustard in at this stage. That would work really well. A little bit of nutmeg, but Worcestershire sauce sort of hits all these cheesy notes and really enhances the overall cheese factor. Yeah, nutmeg's great. Yeah.
It is, but you know what? If you put just a smidge too much nutmeg, it like overpowers the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like cloves. If you too much,
Yeah.
yeah, too much clove.
I think he's dancing. I wish we could turn the camera
Oh,
around.
you guys got to. Adam's got the moves.
No, Louise is singing this song. She goes, no lumps, because we're going to whisk.
No lumps, because we got a whisk. No lumps, because we got a whisk. Woo! New song. It's like an aerobics class. It's like
Everybody
4,
now.
3, 2, knees up.
1.
Here we go.
And turn.
Oh, look at you. Turn. Look at us.
I was
dance.
raised on, CTV 9 a.m.
Richard
exercise
Simmons?
shows. Oh yeah, the leg warmers. I don't know, and the lady with like the tropical backdrops behind her. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, with like the cut and the suit like right up here, right? Like the hips went right up, and then they got like the pantyhose on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Good
Yeah,
times.
good times.
Childhood.
Down memory lane we went with mac and cheese and memory
The
lane.
guys that you're talking about, it's the wicker thing.
All right, we're over here. Sweet.
Okay, sorry.
How's our cheese patty? Is that grated up?
Oh, you didn't tell me.
Viewers at
Okay.
home, did I mention that?
I will
don't
be
know.
great. Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to put our soft cheese in here right now, the cream cheese. So this is about 300 grams of cream cheese. So we're not breaking the bank on cream cheese. There's still some left for your bagel in the morning. But it is...
We had a lot of controversy about this cream cheese. A lot of discussion. A lot of discussion.
Yep. We had a cheese congress.
Yeah,
all
we
came
did.
Together. We had to, make our
There was
case.
a few office meetings about the cream cheese.
Yep.
There was a few comments made about cream cheese that were a little disparaging by Andrew.
I may have some bad memories of the
Yeah.
Philadelphia commercials from like the late 90s where the woman was telling you to make smoked salmon pasta with a cream cheese sauce, and I just can't get it out of my
He said,
head.
I just don't know if I can do this, Patty. I said, oh, I think we're going to try.
Yeah. So
And
I
you
tried.
did.
And
And
it's
you
great.
like it.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it. See, this is the thing. You can't be stubborn all the time. You've got to learn. You've got to sort of
Open
listen to
your
your
mind.
boss a little bit. But no, but
I don't know about that.
sometimes you gotta. But
You
it's-
get to push back too a lot, for the
it's
record,
true.
all
It's-
of you.
It's true. It's true. But it is that spirit of cooperation and reconciliation that makes a great recipe.
Here at Kitchen Door
Here at
Catering.
Kitchen Door Catering. So boom, there's our cheese. That's about 200 grams of cheddar, probably a little bit more because I did not measure
He
that.
didn't measure
Didn't
at
measure
all.
that. But it's darn good.
All right, and then we have authentic Parmigiano
Oh,
Reggiano.
that's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yep.
And you can smell it. Oh, there's nothing like awesome. Yeah.
So check it.
Although I have to say, I'm using like a $2 box grater. This is not a high-tech kitchen tool. We might want to invest in a better box grater for
If you're,
Chit Chat
if you're going
Shop.
for Parmesan finesse, you want to have a microplane or something.
Yeah,
This is brute
this
force.
is not finesse.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna brute force that Parmesan.
All right.
That's good.
But it smells delicious, and it's got that salty. You can just smell the salt.
Yeah,
It's
it's so
delicious.
good.
All right,
So good.
in it goes.
So that's about 100 grams of Parmesan cheese going right in there.
Or like
so,
maybe 150 because he didn't measure.
you know.
That's not how we roll at Kitchen Door, though.
Well,
in the production.
I've been
kitchen.
measuring all day, and I just want
know.
to take a break.
Okay.
I've been measuring all day.
I know. They're new recipes. I've been forcing them to write everything down.
Say there's anyone here that may have a dream of opening up their own restaurant or have always wanted to open up a shop or whatever. How important, to speak to what you're talking about, is it to make sure you follow the recipes and you constantly?
Patty?
People don't really know with extra cheese how much
Well,
that
Oh yeah.
it makes a huge difference. Like
Yeah.
even today, I'm like scooping out like 5 grams of sour cream in our new cheesy cauliflower gratin because it makes a huge difference. You might yield 24 liters of something, then all of a sudden you're short, or all of a sudden you're over, and you have to be exact, especially in batch production, which is what
Yeah.
we're doing. And it's tough, you know, coming like from a chef, you want to be able to like, oh, I'm going to season here, and oh, that needs another dollop, and in it goes, and nobody writes it down. And then all of a sudden, your food cost goes from like 26% to 34%, and you're like,
You've got to
for
quantify
lack of a
it.
better word, I'm screwed. Whatever camera's on, right? Because you lost your money because you put the extra dollar.
Extra dollar.
So you have to be exact. It's
Yeah.
crucial. I would say shut your doors before you know, if you don't have your recipes costed, if you don't know exactly what things cost, there's no sense opening because your margins are so slim in food.
You'll be 5 years in and you're like, where's the profit? It's
Where's the
because
profit?
you haven't planned for it.
So when you go in and consult, is that
The number one thing we talk about. Number one thing we talk about. And Sandy, who's our founder, she owns a very 25 years, I think 26 years. She's in Dallas, Festive Kitchen. Her number one thing is if you don't have your recipe costing cards in place at your station, so your team is following exactly what the recipe's supposed to be, and you know exactly what that cost is. If you don't know that, shut your doors.
Absolutely. Well, it's like
Right.
you know, coming from a restaurant perspective, like you can't be there every day. So you can't have everybody making that recipe a different way. You can't.
Yeah.
So you've got to write it all down.
And the other thing is, I've worked in restaurants, so I know, and this is no diss to restaurants, but usually you have your menu, and then you have your specials, right? So the chefs can play a little bit with the specials, you have a little bit more flexibility. But your main menu is probably 15, 20 items, most, like at most. You might have a couple of, recipes within that.
Yep.
That's fairly easy to kind of cost and say, okay, here's the procedure, here's the recipe.
Yeah.
How many recipes do we have at Kitchen Door Catering?
A lot.
Like
So many.
over 1,200 recipes.
Yeah. We have a binder, and then there's the digital versions. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
There's a lot, and so like 1,200 recipes, and we could condense some of that down, but you were out last week doing what? Making poutine donair
Yeah. Yeah.
for a custom event, so we've got to make sure that's costed and make sure that's okay, and we have to add that in, and so that we can build the repertoire, and it's very time consuming, but it's very important.
It is, and also sort of planning batch sizes to deal with. For instance, this mac and cheese recipe, we're basing it around a 1.5 kilo block
Yeah.
of cream cheese. Certain things like that help tweak it. and-
Help tweak.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to try this?
Sure.
Because I
I'll
think
try
we're
it.
at a trying stage.
and you're going to Halifax next? When are you going to Dallas? Louise is wondering. When's Dallas?
Oh, I don't know. I missed the last Dallas trip. Because what? Oh, I missed Dallas because I was in the middle of Build Hell. Remember when we were in Build Hell? Patty was there, so Patty didn't go. But no, probably within a year, I'll definitely be in Dallas, and I will definitely be going out with Louisa. Because you had Mia there in Plano. Yes. Yeah. No, I love Dallas. Dallas is.
I've never
wonderful.
been to Dallas, Patty. What's that like?
Oh, well, maybe you could come to Dallas.
Oh, wow, that'd be cool.
That would be really cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Usually I take Ginger because they all love Ginger. Everybody in the group says they need a Ginger. And I said, yes, you do, and you cannot have her.
Well, they might need an Andrew. You don't know yet.
Yeah, but you're not going to Dallas.
Oh.
Just yeah. Yeah, sorry.
I got 20 seconds of hope there. That was
Yeah, you can come for like 2 days, but you can't go forever.
great. Yeah, I'm needed.
All right, that's pretty delicious, I have to say.
I'm pretty happy with that. So that was.
Well, all of it. The flour's cooked out. It's nice and thick. The combination of the cheeses. It's aged cheddar, so it's not like crazy. But then you add the parm, and then you add the creaminess. It's.
And when you get that cheesy flavor throughout the whole bite, like you start off, you get the sharpness of the cheddar cheese, and then the Parmesan cheese flavor kind of hangs
Yes.
around and makes it, and then you just want another bite.
It's called a full-bodied bite.
Yeah, you don't want to take the focus away from the cheese. If anything, you want to raise the cheese up a bit, but you don't want to cover it.
And if we were to get chefy, we would add Andrew's talked about adding blue cheese or local Dragon Express
Yeah.
blue, and all of that's lovely. But that's an amped up mac and cheese, and that doesn't necessarily apply to the masses. And so we're kind of keeping it within the wheelhouse of Kitchen Door, but applying to the masses and to the kids. And that's why we pick these cheeses. and including cream cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a win. What a win. So how about I dramatically run and get our samples
Okay.
from the oven?
Dramatically run.
And then we
Go
can
ahead.
dramatically taste them.
Yeah. Oh, this is really dramatic. You missed the walk away.
So tell us again what's going on Monday.
Okay.
It's the big step.
Patty will be praying. Patty doesn't pray. No, Monday is our soft opening. And when we say soft, we mean other than the people on Chit Shop and a few of our clients who we've notified, we haven't let anybody know. There's no sign out front yet. They can't put the signs on until April, until the weather's warmer. And so we're just gonna like open the door and unlock it, and then people are gonna come in and hopefully they're gonna buy some delicious food. We're gonna have some limited, but we are gonna have some fresh sandwiches, some paninis, some salads, some pastries, and we will have not all of our retail food take home, but we will have the starting foundation pieces. So that's what Patty's been back in the kitchen this week, which has been really fun for the team, right? Yeah, they love it. They love having Patty in the kitchen. Woo. Oh, here we go. I'll move my wine. I'll move it.
Do you bake your mac and cheese?
Yes,
Yes,
always.
we do.
Always.
By all means, you can dump your macaroni in here and eat it as is, but I think it's better if you bake it.
We do mac and cheese bar,
Yeah.
depending on what we're doing.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're in the fields and we have to cook mac and cheese for we used to do the food truck, and we'd have mac and cheese for 1,000 people. Well, you can't put baked macaroni because by the time you hot hold it, and it's gonna dry out. So we did pots of sauce and pots of noodles, and we just mixed it, and then we added really funky toppings, which we didn't really talk about. Toppings.
No.
This is did you think I was gonna eat all this mac and cheese? This is an incredible amount of mac and cheese. How many people did you think were
Well,
here?
the math that I did, these
Portion
are each,
control.
these are each 1/16 of our batch recipe.
Oh my gosh.
The problem is our batch recipe is
massive.
20 liters. So we have staff lunch for tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
And Louise is asking about Gouda. That's what she puts in her.
Oh,
Gouda,
Gouda's great.
Gouda. We love Gouda.
Yeah.
Actually, one of these has Gouda.
Smoked. Yeah.
All right, what are our numbers?
Well, I don't know. Why don't we find out later?
Oh, you're testing me again?
I'm gonna test you again.
Jeez,
I'm gonna
that's
see
so
if she's
unfair. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
You put them backwards.
Yeah, they're
I can
completely
tell.
out of order.
I'm they're totally out of order because no.
So just to share with viewers at home here, one of these has they're hot. So one of them has smoked cheddar, regular cheddar, and Parmesan cheese.
Those are both delicious.
3 of them have cream cheese in them. 1 doesn't.
He was hoping I was going to pick the one without, but he loves the cream cheese now.
I do. I'm sold. It gives this unctuousness that I wasn't getting before out of cheese. And mac and
Look
cheese.
at you.
I know.
Mind blown.
Mind blown. So then 2 of them have smoked cheddar. All of them have sharp cheddar because I really wanted that in there. But then 2 of them have varying amounts of Parmesan cheese. And I really found that I think the one that we agreed on earlier has a nice punch of Parmesan cheese in there.
So,
with the cream
where's the
cheese.
camera? Look at that. Look, people. Look.
You can zoom in on that one.
Zoom, 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 zoom. Look at that ooey gooey loveliness. Delish.
Delish. So that's definitely a smoked cheese one there. What do we got here?
That was too big a bite.
Welcome to Burn Your Mouth with Andrew and Patty.
Yeah. This was a debate earlier.
Yep.
That's the one.
Let's find out.
I think this is the one with. I think this is 2,
Do you want in on
and
this?
this is 1. Ginger's getting in. Come on over.
No, I see the numbers.
Oh, they're on the front. You didn't. You won.
I turned the numbers around.
Oh, you dude! I was consistent.
You won. All right. So I couldn't play
Oh my
Patty's
God.
palate. She nailed it.
I nailed it. 2. That was the one.
Cool.
This is our new mac and cheese. And I think everyone will be happy, kids included.
And if Patty ever witnesses a crime, she's going to pick him out of a lineup.
I totally will.
You totally will. Nailed it.
It's number 2. So these are identical, except this uses a Parmesan. What do we call it? It's not a fake Parmesan. It's just
It's a quick.
locally Canadian domestic version of Parmesan.
Yeah, it's a quick aged version, which.
When I mean
has a
local, I
different
mean
process.
Canadian, not like Halifax local.
Yeah.
Whereas this is Parmigiano Reggiano
Yeah.
from Italy.
Yeah.
And this gives it a little bit more salty and a little bit more
more umami, if anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you get that richness
Yeah.
from the cheese. So it just, again, it
I'm very
brings the
full.
other cheeses up. We've had a lot.
eating so much mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And then I made egg bakes today. We have a new egg bake.
Yes, those are fun.
They are fun. And
Yeah,
I know. We have a whole new line in the freezer called Pour and Bakes. So we've had a lot of requests for like sides and like easy things like breakfast, if I'm gonna have like a brunch or if I want to feed something to my kids easy. So we've decided we created a line of, I think there's 4 in the egg bake category. So we have a basic like local ham and cheese.
That was a good one.
We have a roasted vegetable and goat cheese with a little spinach, which was delicious.
That's really good.
And then we have a hash brown one with Pictou County from the pork shop, maple sausage, spinach, hash brown, and cheese. And then we have a portobello mushroom one, which is quite yummy. So those are our egg bakes. They literally come in a liter tub. You can dump them into a quiche shell if you want to make your own quiche shell, or if you want to buy one, or you can just make it crustless and pour it into like an 8x8 pan. You have a frittata. It's keto friendly. It's gluten free. So that was sort of the other. And then we have the one that I made today that I batched up was our cauliflower gratin. Which
That's
was
really good.
It's really good.
Oh.
It's really good.
Cauliflower
it's really
cheese.
rich.
Yep.
It had cheese and
Actually, it would be delicious in mac and cheese.
it would be.
Oh, I've done a mac and cheese with like roasted cauliflower, pureed
Yeah.
into it, with chunks into it.
It
So
would
good.
be totally.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then my cream spinach with kale. That was really good
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I like that.
So those are all going to be things you can thaw and literally pour in your own dish and take all the credit for. If you're having brunch or having people over, and it's the perfect way to do either a brunch or a side dish, because we're going to have like full vac packs of or mini frittatas. Yeah, she's going all crazy over there. Just. But we're gonna have proteins, like bulk proteins in the freezer, so you can like kind of piecemeal your meal together. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, totally. Instead of going out for brunch, get everybody over, tell them you made it, but we actually did it.
Which we're okay with. Take the credit.
Yeah,
we
do
like
it.
that.
Do
We
it.
like that. Well, this is pretty awesome. Other than the bloated feeling that I have right now, it's great.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't want to look at mac and cheese tomorrow.
But don't you have to like batch it up?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I do.
Well, that's good. Oh, no, here she comes. Here she comes.
Oh yeah. She wants
Would
that.
you like to try some, Adam? No, he's on a strict diet.
He's been really good about it.
So now, it's taking the whole time for this phone to update, so now I can do that. Oh, look, it's nice shiny.
Was your phone updated?
This one was updated.
Oh, my husband's watching. Hi.
Hi, Ted.
Ted Tucker.
Let's take a look.
He was at Taekwondo.
So now we're closer because I couldn't get closer.
Yeah,
so
I
this
know.
one has what in it?
This is our base sauce,
Okay.
and it includes authentic Parmesan Reggiano, which is the Italian. This one is the same, except it has a Canadian quote-unquote Parmesan, which isn't authentic, but it still has the same flavor profile.
The Parmesan
It's
air.
not like grated Parm in a can. It still is Parm petals, but it's local. It's domestically made. Then this is the same base sauce, and this has smoked Gouda.
That's smoked Gouda and cheddar, and then there's cream cheese in that as well. Yeah.
And this was the smoked Gouda without cream cheese.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these are both still very delicious, but the smoked Gouda, I think, for a lot of kids and from a general mass appeal, kind of shrinks our window.
Yeah,
Right?
totally.
Yeah.
And it was really neat to sort of see how I for sure thought that I was getting a little cocky when I put them in the oven, and I was like the one with the 3 cheeses, one with no cream cheeses. That was not even my favorite. It wasn't. I don't think it was anybody's favorite. Like it was definitely a clear difference between them all. So the cream cheese is a perfect mac and cheese hack.
Look, I love it. And the nice thing is here, as you can see, we taste this with the entire team. We want everybody's feedback. We want people to come in so that everybody understands what the flavor profile is and what we're really trying to achieve. And we don't nail it 100% of the time, but we nail it a lot of the time. And we really want to make sure that everybody offers. And like even Jordan tried this.
Yeah.
Because Jordan, I love him, but he doesn't eat anything. Meat potatoes, no spinach.
Oh, but energy drinks. He loves energy.
He loves
drinks.
energy drinks, which
Yeah.
we're trying to wean him off of, but
Get
yeah,
on
no.
coffee, man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's any better.
I
actually.
know.
Yeah,
I know.
no. All right, so this is mac and cheese tutorial.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
nailed it.
Are you excited?
I'm really excited. There's so many things happening in the next month. It's kind of hard to process, but I mean, it's moving.
I know.
Yeah.
And you're excited for classes?
I'm excited for classes. We've got a full lineup for April ready to go, and
every day we get the emails. Oh, two more people have booked. Four more people have booked. Ding, ding, ding. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Get booking. They're going to fill up.
well, we have this great class called Casserole Nouveau that's
Yeah.
coming up. So it's basically you come in, you make a bunch of casseroles, you take them home, you put them in your freezer, cook them for your family throughout the month. One of these mac and cheese is going to end up on there
It is
with
gonna
a
end
with
up.
a gourmet topping, a gourmet twist. So it'll have some. You might need a side salad with it to make a balanced meal, but you'll still get more veggie in it than these varieties.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's going to be awesome. We're super excited.
Catherine's excited by your pink outfit.
Oh, I got this in LA. Patty only buys color down in the US. Otherwise, it's all black.
You know, Patty can only take her pink so far.
Yeah.
No pink
We polled the staff, and Jordan was like, I don't know if I'd wear a bright pink shirt. Ginger's like, if he'll wear it, I'll tell him to wear it. I'm like, I don't think he'd be very happy in a bright pink shirt. Like this color pink, right? Like,
I mean, I got rosy cheeks already, so I don't know.
I know. It might like interfere with your chef vibe and your like brown apron.
Well,
I don't know, man.
I don't know. We got to do some palate testing. Yeah. We'll
Yes.
just, yeah.
Anyway,
Watch
we're
it.
super excited. Soft opening. If you're around Dartmouth, Burnside, Dartmouth Crossing next week, we're open 9 to 5 for our soft opening. That's for the month of March. We'd love to have you stop in. We're going to be giving tours all month long, I guarantee it. Everybody comes in and wants a tour. Ginger's like, do we have to give everybody a tour? I said, yes, we do. We built this place. We got to give everybody a tour. But we've got that happening, and then as soon as like retail's open, and Andrew's really gonna kind of get in and really dig into the classes and the recipes, and
Oh, very exciting.
very exciting. Like we're super stoked, and yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah.
It's kind of
awesome.
surreal.
It really is. Like this is what we've been talking about for a while when it's happening.
Like a month and a half ago, we were at Bedford with really bad internet, and now we're here.
With really good
With
internet.
really great internet. It's gonna be awesome. Anyway, next week. Go ahead.
Lisa's sending you light and love and positive energy for the soft open.
Thank you.
And we should go live. She said
We should totally go live. Yeah. We'll wait till we get 5 people in here so it looks really busy, and then we'll go live.
I'm just really glad you're not doing a hard opening. That sounds brutal. You never.
I can't handle it. I really can't. It's like my husband, Ted, is the same kind of.
This is PG-13.
Yeah.
That was PG-13.
Look, we look
You
good over here.
guys.
Look, we kind of match. Pink,
Complementary colors. Look at this.
soft. I
Yeah.
think I may have to be down. Yes, Lisa, I see there. See, this is really great. I like the comments.
They're a little bit
They're a little delayed, but anyway, you should totally come. She owns a really cool spot in St. John called the Zesty Lemon. So you have to come visit the
Pick up
spot.
Charlotte and Moncton on the way.
Pick up Charlotte and Moncton and make it a road trip all the way to Kitchen Door.
There you go. Road trip.
All right, next week, season 3 opener. Can I announce?
Yeah, well, you're going to have your honorary.
Our honorary sous chef. And for those of you who don't know who that is, it's the famous. I don't know how to use that.
Famously
word.
infamous.
Famously infamous Paul Lamb,
There's a new album coming.
who has a
across the
brand new
cross.
album, which my daughter Kathleen will be so excited about because she knows all the words to his last album, which he hand signed for us, which plays the only CD I play in my car. He's going to be here. He's going to be our honorary sous chef, so we're going to come up with something fun and cool. And then for all the former guests, I haven't sent the email yet, but watch out, it's coming. We're going to invite you back, have some wine and beverages, and maybe some mac and cheese because we have so much.
And we're working on there potentially could be a
Yeah,
surprise.
there's always
special
surprises.
Dartmouth guest.
Yeah, but we're not telling you because we don't have that confirmed, but we'll let you know. And then we have awesome guests. We have some really amazing guests lined up for season 3.
Yeah, it's going
There's
to
a
be
lot
great.
in the works.
It's just up and up and up with Chit Chat Chat.
And we're at the highest point, up on the hill.
Yep.
We're above IKEA.
We're above the water tower.
I know they have to pump the water up to us,
Yeah.
which is kind of painful when you have
Yeah,
a
but
kitchen.
gravity feeds your water.
All right, episode 71, we're out.
We're out. Thanks a
for
lot.
making mac and cheese. Thanks for being open to cream cheese.
Hey, thanks for showing me the light.
Oh, I love it. Do,
Do 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 do.
do, 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 do.
Because you got a whisk.
No lumps, cause you got a whisk. No lumps, cause you got a whisk. No lumps, cause you got a whisk. Boom, boom.